Brown cripple.
I'm gonna start it there so people think you're an asshole.
Thanks.
Cool. Everything's ready. Jim is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Orhun.
And welcome to Roommate Roulette.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Again? What do you mean again?
This is our...
Are you already bored?
No, this is our 5th episode.
No, this is our 6th episode.
Oh, it's our 6th.
Let's not fuck it up. Let's go.
Okay. By where?
I don't even know.
Let's just start over.
Yeah.
You want to...
Hello. See, this should be our intro because it's real. We're idiots. Like, this is real.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Dude, that's what I hate about other podcasts. Like, there's no stupidity. They're like, everything is so organized and blah, blah, blah. That's not how people are.
Yeah, it's so scripted.
Yeah.
All right, well, hello, I'm Brooke.
I'm Orhun.
And welcome to Roommate Roulette.
Episode 6. They don't know what we're laughing at.
I'm sorry.
Why are you wearing your grandma's ring?
So that she can be with me.
That's cool.
Yeah, so her spirit can be watching over this.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones, just because it's fun.
That's so funny. And even I wore my favorite sweater. Like, we're taking this seriously.
Oh my god, and this necklace is my great-grandma's.
Oh, the one whose box you lost?
No, actually.
Oh,
A different great-grandma.
Oh, don't lose that one.
No. And this is supposed to be for good luck.
But why are you getting all these heirlooms, not other? Do you guys have just a few kids in your family?
Well, it's a tradition in my family that jewelry is passed down through the women, and I'm the eldest.
Oh, you're the eldest.
Yeah.
That's why.
And my mom's the eldest daughter as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a system.
We had a lot of split. Both my parents had 5 kids. They split everything, and then no one gets anything nice.
Yeah.
Everything is split into pieces.
And also, I always maintained really good relationships with my elders.
Yeah.
You know?
My hat doesn't have a story like that. I love the hat because when women see me in it, for some reason, they think it's very cute. And you know what? I used to literally, my friend's mother bought me this as a Christmas gift literally 8-9 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago. And I liked it. I was like, oh, thank you for the hat. But I was just wearing it because I'm not a hat guy. But then women started complimenting on it, and immediately I became this hat guy. I was like, I don't like other hats still, but this is a different thing, man. And then I thought I lost it. Mm-hmm. And because I went to this party with a bunch of lawyers who were visiting LA. One of them was my friend. And there was a cute Japanese girl there. I was hitting on her. She was into me too, though. Strange. Even though she's a lawyer, she could do much better. But I don't know. I have my ways. I'm charismatic in my own way.
You're funny. Women love that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But why you could have just seconded the charismatic, but okay. I am charismatic.
Charismatic and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mysterious, but I am charismatic. Anyway, let's not dwell in my insecurity. What happened is I left it there because I was so excited about someone liking me. That's new. Other people liked me before. Again, not insecure, but but anyway.
Tell the story.
So he took the hat and he went to San Francisco with it. And they told me, hey, should we mail it? And I didn't want them to pay all this money to mail it. I said, when I come to San Francisco, you guys come to LA, I'll take it. And then they came, but they didn't bring it. And then I went there for their wedding, and they were like, we can't find it, but if you find it, we'll mail it to you. I said, okay. At this time, I was really sad because I was like, okay, I was acting like this wasn't a big deal, but this hat makes me sexy. I want it back, but I didn't say that. I was like, oh, it's okay. If you can find it, that'd be great. It's my favorite hat. And then they couldn't, and then I wrote to them and I said, you know what? It's lost. Whatever, friends are more important than hats, but I do love this hat still. And then I just found it in a drawer, and all of a sudden they're saying that they brought it to me one day, but when did they bring it? I'm not on drugs.
No memory. And I've been, hearing about this since you moved in.
Yeah.
This hat thing was a thing.
But 2 months before that, I had a picture with the hat on. So like, is the other hat that looked like this? I don't know. I just don't know.
It's bizarre.
I think
It's
I lost the
bizarre.
other hat that looked like this, and I confused the two hats, and I protected this, and I wanted to protect it so much, I forgot that I even had it, because I knew that if I forget it, I can't lose it.
Right. So you just tucked it away in a drawer and was like, I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it went out of your mind.
I do look good though. Like, see, there's a mirror there. Like, when I wear this hat, there shouldn't be a mirror. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you do love looking at yourself.
Yeah. Whatever. You don't?
I feel like you are definitely more inclined to check yourself out in the mirror than I am. I check my hair and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I like
You'll look at yourself when we're talking.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I want to wear a Speedo and look at myself.
I feel like if you could have a room where all the walls were mirrors, you would do it.
I don't know. Sexual deviants do that.
Oh, so we'd put like a little sex swing in the middle?
Yeah, like American Psycho. Like you look at yourself like this, you know, like they do that stuff.
Yeah, no.
It's funny. This is too much information maybe, but let's go with it.
Okay.
I like looking at my penis by itself.
Okay.
But when
We're
I'm
going
naked,
there.
but when I'm naked with my penis out and I look at my whole body,
Yeah.
I don't like, because usually I find it good size, majestic. But
Yeah.
when I look at it with my whole body, I'm like, all of a sudden I don't like the proportions that much.
So like when you're just looking at your penis, you're good.
But then when I'm thinking it, like it's like, yeah, like, I guess when it's erect, it's fine. But it's like when it's not and I'm out of the shower, I want to have a speed on so you can cover everything. But
Yeah.
I also like this experience of having leg problems showed me that it showed me something that I already deep down knew but I couldn't admit to myself is I don't have strong legs.
Well, you know, you can correct that. You can work out in a gym with some weights, you know, you can build that muscle that you want.
Yeah. I'm 30.
You know, maybe
is it
it'll
not
help
too late
your
for me?
penis grow so you feel a little bit more proportioned in the
No,
mirror.
it's not even. Maybe testosterone. I don't know. Don't say things because I'll believe them.
Oh my gosh, that was me joking.
Yeah, I know, but see, don't say it because
So you're like, well, would it?
then
Would it?
all of a sudden I'm lifting weights like,
Crow!
and I come to you. What's the problem?
Why isn't it working?
Yeah.
But dude, you're fine. Like, women give you compliments all the time. Like, you're fucking good. Like, if you had a bad penis, I think you would know by now.
Yeah. My last serious girlfriend didn't like the way I used it though, but she was too sensitive maybe.
Well, you know, there's different kinds of sexuality. Perhaps you just
Yeah, she
weren't
didn't like
sexually
it.
compatible.
We weren't.
Yeah. Like, that happens.
But it doesn't feel good. It made me feel a little emasculated. But that's my own
Yeah.
insecurity again.
Yeah.
See, when something happens where I feel bad, I ask myself, could this be because I'm insecure? And with me, the answer is almost always an emphatic yes.
Perhaps.
If my insecurity could explain it, it usually does.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know why I'm sitting like this.
You just gotta, like, step out of yourself more and just... You know how we used to say in college, YOLO? Like, you just got YOLO.
Yeah. That was our
100%.
stupid thing.
Yeah.
What do kids these days say that's stupid? Fam. Oh, no, that's not true. We say fam too. You know how they say fam to their friends?
You know, like,
I don't
the
like
thing that kind of, like, weirds me out is, like, to describe your outfit, that you describe it as fit. Oh, I like your fit.
Is that new?
Yeah. Like, earlier this year, I think. But it's definitely, it's a phrase, like, that is commonly used now. Like, oh, I like your fit. Or let me see your
like your
concert
outfit?
fit.
Like short for outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that stupid. I think YOLO was way stupider.
Fit is weird for me because, like, you know, in, like, England, like, if someone's attractive, oh, that girl's really fit, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, it blends for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, what are we really describing here?
Yeah.
And why do we have to shorten words all the time? I don't know. I
We
also,
shorten words and we longer phrases. Like, we don't say retarded, we say mentally challenged now.
right.
It's just, what
Or
is it changing?
disabled.
See, the thing I don't like the one thing, well, look, I'm not gonna suggest that Turkey is a better place than America in so many ways, but In Turkey, if you're mentally challenged, you get to have a more normal life. You get to have friends.
What do you mean by that?
People
Because
will
like
just-
everyone's a little kooky. You just
No,
blend
it's
in,
just, no,
or
it's just that
is it more
people.
accepting?
No, it's just people will accept it, but they'll call you names sometimes a little bit, or like do a certain thing differently. But like, it's within the society. People are not like scared.
Yeah,
Like those guys who are crazy, spazzing on the street, shouting.
yeah,
Like maybe because they're on drugs or like some homeless people.
yeah,
It's like that stuff doesn't exist in Turkey because they would be either taken care of or like
yeah.
somebody would have. It's probably the drugs though, because most people don't do drugs in Turkey.
Well, in general, I feel like invisible illnesses or like difficulties are totally tossed aside.
Yeah.
Like our mental health care system's absolutely horrible. Our drug addiction treatment's absolutely horrible. Our the way that we treat people who are like different abled is really terrible and biased and
it's like very like, oh, let's
inhumane.
let's avoid it. Let's avoid it. Let's avoid
Exactly.
it.
Let's just push into a closet, turn off the lights and close the door. I don't want to look at it kind of attitude.
Yeah, we're more like, hey, what do you mean? Come here.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Let's address it.
Yeah.
I wish we had more of that desire to address it as a culture here in America because like
The one thing is it's changing, the entire world is
just
becoming
prescribe
more
pills.
like America.
well it's like that sucks. Like don't follow us in this aspect,
But that's
we're
it,
not
it's not
doing
an American
well.
thing, it's a new world thing. It's just America is so international that all those things get blamed on America, but it's not America. America is so big.
Yeah.
You can't really even say anything about America and not be a generalizing,
Yeah.
statement. It's just,
But like mental health care is super inaccessible for people.
I hate healthcare in general in this country.
It's
Oh
very
my God.
expensive. Like let's say like you're really struggling with depression. Like it is expensive to go see a therapist. Most insurances don't cover regular treatment and or if you actually do get to see someone, then they prescribe you a pill and then evaluate how you're feeling on it. It's still so stigmatized. Instead of like, hey, we all go through hard times, like, like it's normal to have downs in your life
I don't know. I'm a
or anxiety
Look,
or
I
like
think mental
whatever.
health treatment should be affordable and less stigmatized.
Yeah.
But I still won't go to it. I like living life a little rough,
But that's a choice, right?
Yes.
Like as long
Yes,
as
yes, I
the
think-
choice exists.
I think other people see that's the thing. I think it should be to everybody and accessible and affordable.
Yeah.
But I don't think it should be mandatory also, obviously.
No, of course not. Everyone should have
Like
the
I
right.
like being broken. I really mean that. Like I like that
Yeah.
sometimes my sadness kind of borderlines towards suicidal, but then comes back.
Yeah.
It's like a pendulum,
Yeah.
And these days, like the last year and a half, I've been really like, I rarely get depressed anymore, like, because I have purpose, I think, in life.
Yeah. Well, you're following a passion,
Yeah, watch
and
me
you have
in
an
2 years.
outlet
What
on
if
stage.
in 2 years nothing happens and then I go back to it? That's the thing.
You just gotta keep moving forward, though,
See,
and trust the
maybe-
process.
See, sometimes I think that the reason I don't do therapy is because I'm Turkish and it's extremely stigmatized there. Sometimes I think that, and I like not to think that.
However-
Because I'd like to think, like I'm like international now and I'm a worldly man.
Yeah.
I'm not Muslim anymore. But it doesn't matter. Still, you grew up like that. You still grew up with parents
Yeah.
who were like, "Why are you going to shrink? You crazy?"
Yeah.
Like they didn't say that. They're like more soft, but
I studied psychology in college, and I
Yeah.
learned about a lot of different behavioral treatments.
that's why
and
we get along. 'Cause
I personally would not go to therapy. I think a lot of the treatment approaches are fucking bullshit.
I like reading about like psychology. Like I like reading Jung. I think reading
Yeah.
Jung makes me, first of all, like his dream interpretations are spot on because I always felt, even as a kid, I felt like the dreams were trying to have me deal with something that I can't deal with in real life.
Yeah. But
Right?
I want to backtrack too, because I don't want to like insinuate that like all therapists are bullshit, because that's not true. There's a lot of really great therapists.
And they say people
But
from suicide.
it depends on the therapist and how they implement their training. So it really comes down to the professional. And I think that's what I
Only so much schools can
don't
teach
like,
you.
Yeah, there is only so much.
Some
And
people do it because it's like a business.
yeah. And it becomes very like, scripted. Like, they come in, they have this, and this is how I'm going to treat it. And,
It should be,
and it's not, there's not enough like whole health approaches to mental health care.
And that's the thing, therapy should be done by people who are not like very doctor-minded and like very like didactic.
Yeah.
It should be done by people who are very compassionate.
Yes, I agree.
Like,
and understanding and patient,
I couldn't do it. I love psychology. That's why I always say, if I wasn't doing film and comedy, I'd do psychology. I'm not a listen to other people's problems kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, I do.
Oh, gosh. No, you're not.
Look, I'll listen to your problems because I care about you, right?
Right. But you wouldn't do it day to day with clients.
All day with strangers. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I think you would get overwhelmed from hearing everyone's stories,
No. I need to, like, at least 50% of my entire day needs to be I'm alone in my own thoughts.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I like reading about psychology and doing all that, I think therapy did save a lot of people.
Definitely. It's so important.
Like I said, I became atheist, and like sometimes I think, like Turkey's problems come from the fact that we're too religious, but it's not actually true. It's the politicians that use naive people with religion and all that. The religion itself probably saved a lot of people from suicide because it's like it's a sin, and like saved a lot of people from drugs and like
it helps them
extramarital affairs. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it helps them to like sort out their relationships in general. Like if they're having conflict with someone who is close to them, I do think therapy is good for having a neutral party to help work that out. But I think current therapy really misses, again, that whole health approach. Like, there's not enough spirituality aspects and also not enough physical aspects, too. Because, what if your depression's being caused from a lack of activity and you have an imbalance in your brain? I think that there needs to be more inclusive approach to how we treat mental health care, especially for, like, drug addiction, too. That's something I think it's just so important in our country.
Drug addiction is like, I know my things about drug addiction, but man, like, I've met people who've done heroin.
Mm-hmm, me too.
And meth, and I'm like, I don't know anything about drug addiction. Like,
I understand have close friends.
But at that level, like, I've seen how the littlest drugs, what they did to me.
Yeah.
Like, over time, and how they made me have like a shitty life. And I can't imagine, like, I knew a guy who did so much like meth and heroin and all that. He already had like an illness with his family.
Yeah.
But they took his either small intestine or large intestine. Like, I think his stomach was tied directly to his large intestine, and until he dies, he has to go like, take a shit every 40 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, again, grateful for our health, right?
Yeah, seriously, like...
It's just, addicts, honestly, are some of the coolest people I've met, too. Like, they're all... A lot of them, like, I have close friends who are former addicts. That struggle, it creates character, and, like, a lot of them are very artistic and adventurous, and...
That's the crazy thing.
And it's like, I think that's why a lot of addicts become addicts, is because, like, the life that we live in our current society is so restrictive. And it's very controlled. If you think
America is restrictive, you should go to my country. Holy shit. Nobody does drugs.
It's different.
Yeah, no, because the problem with America
the corporate America structure is problematic. You know what the difference is?
In Turkey, there's almost like an understanding that, hey, your dreams are not going to come true. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, things are shitty, you understand. America, it's like, flashy. Look, you can bank supermodels. And then restrict it.
You also have not lived in rural America. You don't know small town America. Because small town America is like that. Like, you're not going anywhere in life.
Yeah.
You're
right.
And drug addiction's really high in those areas. Because it's fucking depressing.
But I see America as I see Turkey as a place where big room with black walls. It's like you can't see the light, but it's like big. You can roam around and have that freedom and stuff.
Yeah.
America is more like like just bright lights and different things and fireworks all around.
Yeah.
But you're inside a glass bubble that you can't get out of.
Yeah.
You can look at it, but it's not accessible to you.
Yeah.
Unless you
pay your way through.
Unless your dad is born outside of the glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something.
Or you somehow meet the right people who pull you through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I just want everyone to be happy.
Oh no, that's impossible. Everybody,
You know,
if everybody was happy, we'd also be miserable at the same time. The world needs a balance because
it's
all
there
relative.
needs to be more peace. Like I have a really aggressive issue with how high depression rates are and how high addiction rates are. Like that should indicate a fundamental problem in our system. You know, our people are not functioning. They're not showing up for their lives.
But again, it's relativity. So you almost need that to appreciate our life. It's like. And those people have little happinesses in their life. That's the crazy thing. Like, there's a balance to the world.
Yeah.
That's why I say that's what Einstein really, that's what his legacy was. Not E equals MC squared or like the atomic bomb. What he really made us understand, if you really read into it, is relativity of everything. Mm-hmm. How, I don't know, but whatever. I shouldn't talk about Einstein because I'll probably make a fool of myself. But like...
I mean, yeah, everything is relative. But I do think there is a lot of unnecessary suffering. Like... Even I think the access to healthcare is a major issue because if you're in pain every day from an illness and you can't get help, you're going to be really depressed. You know, that's an issue we can solve.
Yeah.
And, you know, just little things like that can go a long way.
Yeah. I don't know. I got sad all of a sudden.
Because it's real. Like, it's real. Like, it's crippling. Like, so many Americans go bankrupt because of medical debt. You know, their entire lives, they're just like flipped upside down. You have people who can't afford insulin that they need to survive.
Some people have so much and they're going to leave this world without even using it. And like, what are you accumulating it for? Like, you're almost
I know someone who used to pay $600 a month for their insulin. Just their insulin. And they had insurance.
$600 a month? Is that a lot? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a lot for... diabetics have to take insulin.
Yeah.
And they have to pay $600 a month for their insulin.
Yeah, if you don't have money, $600 is crippling.
Unless you have exceptional insurance.
I pay right now because I have debt. I pay like close to $300 to credit card debt.
Yeah, but you chose the debt, you know? Like, a diabetic has to take insulin.
Okay, but it's not less
If
crippling.
they don't take insulin, they die. Like...
Well, if I don't have money, I die too.
You can make more.
I know.
That's not comparable.
Yeah, I literally, my dad has type 2 diabetes because like that doesn't count because he just ate shitty. I can avoid it till I'm at least 70.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a lot to unpack there. But I think my goal is to just...
I don't want to be insensitive to diabetic people. It is like, obviously... Look, I am the kind of person who has a little problem, and then it's happening to the entire world. Like, the entire world stops. When my leg hurts, entire world stops and it becomes about my leg.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very paranoid. I'm very, like, hypochondria. I have, definitely. Like...
Yeah.
I don't even I'm embarrassed to tell you the things that I imagine my knee and my neck
Oh my gosh.
But I don't I was I might have Parkinson's. Like, it's offensive to say these things.
Orhun.
No, because of my neck. Because
we gotta work on this and just dialing it back.
No, I know. I do. See, deep down, I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's there for a little bit. Just goes...
The paranoia.
And then it goes away in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't actually think I had Parkinson's really for a long time, but there was a 15-minute time where I'm like, do I? Tourette's I thought of, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I had a neck tick, it's because of other reasons.
Stress?
Just everything. Just psychological. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
And I won't go to therapy.
I know you won't. Well, the stage is your therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
you know,
I say that to myself, but it's such a lie.
No, it's not, dude. Wait, remember that one night you were in a bad mood and you're like, I'm just going to go work it out on stage. And you went to the open mic and you came back and you felt so much better.
Oh, yeah, in that way. Of course, it makes me feel better.
That's like therapy.
That is true.
Totally, because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
sharing and you're opening up and you're
I just
letting
didn't
it
want
go.
see when you say it, it's cool. When you say it about me, it's cool. But when I say it, it makes me sound like I'm saying, "Oh yeah, don't go to the therapist, just go to an open mic." But when you say it, yes, I agree completely. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I think sharing is healing, you know? And it's just like if you can release and let go of these things that are kind of weighing you down in whatever way works for you, then that's healing, you know? That's good for you. You should do it.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
I know.
Can't you imagine we're at that age where he was never our age?
Don't say shit like that.
Okay.
I don't want to like think about this whole aging process. Like I want to live forever in my late 20s right now.
Yeah, but sometimes
Because I'm not even 30 yet. So when I turn 30, we can start having those discussions.
he was 27 when he died.
Yeah. But like it's close enough.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say like he was just walking.
I'm just being silly.
He was just walking in Venice Beach.
Uh-huh.
And he ran into a college friend, and they were both. One of them was working on poetry, the other one was working on music, and they started the Doors. And in my opinion, the greatest music done since the
Yeah, I do love
like
the
Chopin.
Doors.
To me, like it's like beautiful, and it's like you look at that and you're like, it's so lucky that just happened that day.
Yeah.
But it's like it's actually not lucky. Because if he never became a rock star, he would probably be alive, writing poetry, doing something, or maybe started later when he could handle it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, why am I not like successful at 25? Me at 25, if I was successful, I would have died.
Yeah.
I can't even handle myself now. Like I'm barely becoming a man. Like, am I even? I don't even know. But
Yes, you are.
but that's what I'm saying. Like. If I was successful in 5 years, I could handle it probably.
Yeah.
But right now, even like,
Yeah.
good thing I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Well, I am that good, but
You are good.
Good thing I'm not that far ahead in my business.
Yeah.
Like my.
No, I totally get what you're saying because I do think that like as we grow up, especially with all the pressure that's put on us in high school and through college, like we have this expectation that we need to have it all figured out and successful by like 25. Like for me, 25 was my most difficult birthday. I like definitely cried on my 25th birthday because I was like, I've failed. I've failed my life. I've not met my goals. Like I ruined my life.
I didn't cry, but like I was going through the same stuff. Like, who's this people that put this on us?
Yeah.
See, I used to blame my parents for it. It's like, oh, but like they never told me to go to that good high school or study for test. It was me. I always had to prove that I was better and better. And you just realize at this age that that enemy of mine that I was fighting against, that was me.
Yeah.
I was giving it different faces of different people that I either want to be like or want to beat.
Yeah.
But then it was me all along. And when I didn't care about them, they just slipped away. They just became irrelevant.
Right. No, I feel the same way. But at the end of the day, so many of us have this expectation that we have to have it all figured out and in our 20s. And it's like, actually your 20s, like you're going to be in the process of figuring out. And then your 30s is when you start doing what you should do.
That's bullshit. Why are we saying all these things? Like, who makes these rules? See, I think in my 20s, you know what it was good for? I was a studious little boy reading his books, going to tests in my teens. And my 20s was just about me being the wild animal that I was meant to be. You know what I mean? Like the fucking vagabond
your
or whatever.
20s is like the period of personal discovery.
Yeah.
You know, like you really find out who you are. Because
I did.
Prior to that, like, we're just, like, going through the ropes of what we're supposed to do in school.
But I'm still figuring out who I am, and I don't want to stop just because people say, okay, now you figured it out. No.
Yeah, but it is a problem, though, because, like, there's so many, like, youth who have the same pressure on them, and I think nowadays they have it even worse.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just not okay, because I think people need to be allowed to be a little bit more adventurous and explorative.
I hate these tests. And
it's like, fuck the test.
See, I thought America was different, but America is the same too. These kids are all day going through tests. And
yeah, definitely.
Why isn't one adult telling them, hey, by the way, these tests, none of it matters when you grow up?
I got told that.
See, but that's the thing, you don't believe it. But you
We're
don't
just taking
believe
the
it
test to pass the test.
because see, people don't want to tell you that. People want to perpetuate another idea because if you do, then you'll be a guy who doesn't do anything and then smokes weed all day.
Well, not where I went to school. I mean, we all, teachers included, all knew the tests were bullshit. You know, and like the teachers would even talk about, you know, like we need to go over this for today and for the rest of this week because we have to pass this because a lot of our funding for the school was dependent on how we scored on the tests. And we were so severely underfunded that it was important that we scored well. So there was more of an open dialogue where I went to school.
In Turkey, it's like Allah, like Atatürk, the guy who found the country.
Yeah.
Like, and then like tests.
Yeah.
Like that's your life for like a while. I'm glad I squeezed out some sailing and then some China finger girls who didn't let me finger them. Like I'm glad I, you know, played soccer with street kids and almost got stabbed and all that. Like, you know what I mean? I learned some dangerousness, some.
Well, I do think private schools have the test. Like,
see, that's the thing. If you don't go to private schools in Turkey, you're gonna go to these religious public schools that are gonna make you brainwash little idiot. Like, it's worse. Like, if I didn't go to private schools, I wouldn't know English. Look at me talk.
Yeah.
If I couldn't talk, holy fucking shit, am I useless?
Yeah, I mean, everything
I mean,
happens.
you don't have to agree with that. You can be like, oh, you're actually a multifaceted person. But okay.
I do think you are, but I think that if you didn't have your English and you didn't have
you
the
used to say
ability...
you couldn't lie on camera. See, you are getting better at it.
I'm not lying!
Yeah.
I think you would not feel fulfilled if you didn't have the ability to go to America and speak and, like, explore. You're very adventurous and creative.
Yeah.
You know? I think you would feel very, like, shut in if you only spoke Turkish in a small town.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But then I wouldn't be me.
Exactly. So we all have our path.
Yeah.
I wish like this whole testing culture would just evolve because it's not a good gauge.
No, it's because testing is an industry. Just like COVID. Like COVID is done, people are still testing to go on sets because they're an industry.
And how much money do our fucking universities make here? It's sickening. You know, and then all the school, like, you know, debt.
Dude, I had this joke about, like, and normal schools, 100% that. But I had a joke about how acting schools, literally the acting school industry is bigger than the acting industry. Like, yeah, obviously on top the guys are making millions, but if you add up all the money that actors are making, as opposed to all the money, like, that acting teachers are making, I guarantee you acting teachers are making more.
Yeah,
it's like the same. It's like crazy.
Yeah. And definitely the schools are making more.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well.
Is there hope? Let's end with hopefulness.
I was gonna say, do we just end it there?
Yeah, let's just like fade to black.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. This was episode 6 of Roommate Roulette. I'm Orhun.
And I'm Brooke.
And what are we gonna name this episode?
How about...
Oh, now you like naming, huh? Now
Mental health in the doors. No. See, I try to name and it doesn't go well.
The mental and the sentimental. No, that's not good. That's too cheesy. I'm trying to rhyme everything. I'm stupid.
The doors we must pass through.
Education. Something with
education. Mental education. Human education. Oh Lord.
Something about the kids today, like something where like the future is shit and there's no hope for the future generations. What is like a word or two that could encapsulate that?
Repressed education. Suffocating our children.
Yeah. The learning factory. How about that?
The learning factory?
It's almost like it like shows them like, oh, there's learning, but then they go there and they slave away their life and somehow also pay for it.
The mine of learning.
Learning mine. Yeah.
Because like I feel like the coal mines are more symbolic of that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's good. Learning mine is the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should name the episode and then close out.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of closing out and then naming it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it. We'll get there.
these are educational, and unlike the educational system, it doesn't cost as much.
Exactly.
You know.
Well,
these microphones are brought to us by SAT Prep. SAT Prep.
No, we are not even going to go close to promoting them.
Yeah.
No.
Princeton Review is a place where evil lurks.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Yeah.
Free your mind.
I want to live in a world where kids are hitting each other with sticks every now and then.
Or at least like outside playing more. Like, you know, kids are just like doing all these activities and schoolings and tutorings. It's like, let them play.
But
Say no to the mind of learning.
there are just too many kids. If there was less of them, they could all get closer to achieving their dreams. When there's 8 billion people in the world, how can you really get
There's so much potential.
There's
so much potential. We just have people in power and people in control of large companies that aren't doing their social justice, you know? There's no social responsibility.
Well, then let's hang them and let the homeless eat them.
Yeah, but we don't have the death penalty really anymore. Or even when people are on the death
Well, then
penalty, they
let's
sit in jail for 30
let's
years.
take them to a country where there's death penalty and hang them there.
Bring out the guillotine.
Yeah, UN. What is the UN doing?
I don't know. Where is our global...
United Nations. It doesn't feel united.
No, not at all.
It just feels like nations wearing earpieces and talking shit.
Yeah, and doing politics. Like the politics aspect needs to get out.
Rainforests are going away. Look, I'm not gonna act like I care about issues.
I care. I definitely care.
I do too.
I really
do too.
care.
But see, I can't say I care because of all the stuff I say. It sounds like I need to stay in character. But I do care about like, oxygen and clean air. I lived in big cities all my life. Is my face gonna be more wrinkled? Is it like, would I be prettier
like,
now?
You can feel it. Definitely. And like our oceans, like the ocean pollution is contributing to our global warming. Like it's just like everything is just so interconnected.
Yeah. Was it Alex Jones, that crazy guy?
Huh? Alex Jones? Yeah. What about him?
That guy makes more money than like the people who are planting trees in like.
Why do we give people like that such a stage? You know,
because
again, where is that social responsibility?
See, it's because it's shamelessness that makes you have a platform. That's why Donald Trump got elected. Donald Trump has another person with shame would have quit when things came out about him. He didn't because he's shamelessness. That's what gives you a platform in this country. Shamelessness and victimhood. Oh, I've been victimized. Oh, get on stage. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna say evil shit. Oh, stage.
Yeah, it's just...
Hey, I'm actually compassionate. I wanna make sure we live in a beautiful country. Oh, shut the fuck up and go to your job, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there, hopefully.
What did we name the episode?
How about say no to the learning mind?
Learning mind. Say no to the learning mind.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Orhun.
And thank you for watching Roommate Roulette.
You better be watching.
We don't want to be aggressive.
Well, too bad.
I appreciate that you're watching. Thank you. Don't listen to him. You good?
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay.
We could have ended there.
Yeah.
Well, we already ended it.
We ended it twice.
Let me tell you, man, this is a lot of fun, but it's also kind of draining. Like I can't do 10 of these a day, for example.
No way.
I'm actually mentally tired.
I don't think we should do 10 a day. I mean, because we gotta be on it, you know?
No,
I think 2's good.
No, but it's just so crazy that it feels like, oh, we're not working, we're just having fun. There's microphones there. But no, it's really it is a job almost.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I'm gonna go get Inanna. Literally, I need to feel better about myself.
Okay.
Do you want?
Yeah, I could want.
Okay. Well, I'll go to that line. I'll take my book with me because I'm at that place where if I don't read a book right now, there's something that'll get me out of my own fucking mind. I'm gonna go crazy.
Deep dive into your mind.
Oh, what the fuck?